We got a level 4 going here. Let's see how it works.
Done.
I wish you luck.
So with this higher difficulty here, we'll kind of see how we level out. This is actually my first time through, so it's going to be interesting. A little harder.
Powerful enemy we have laid low.
And those red orbs actually do charge up your Nephilim bar here, so that's really good to know. Usually, looks like heroes and elites drop those. Yeah, still doing pretty good here. Two more of those little red orbs here, so staying above the timer at least. Yeah, so kind of been playing around with the rifts here, and I noticed it sets your fastest times through them and everything, which is awesome. And it looks like it's per tier, so I was running all those tier 2 so I could collect these tier 4 to go ahead and start running. And so far, I've gotten a legendary drop, and I actually got a set item ring last time I went through a level 2 rift. So if I make sure I clear this in time and get the bonus, I'm sure it'll give me something really nice. Still looking for that Zunamasa set, so I need to remember to pick those up. I missed some in one of my other videos there. Ran right by one of them. But they do add to this bar, so see how it like had a little spark effect? Here, after this guy goes down and we pick one up, you'll see a little shower of embers fall off of that thing. Almost there. Whoop, and he got wormholed there. There he goes. There we go. So we're doing a lot better already. Just with those two that hero dropped. So basically, I found the fastest way to go is just run, and hopefully you don't run into a dead end. I've actually ran into a dead end in one and had to run all the way back. It was still level 2. This is my first level 4, so these seem about right on par with the difficulty set I was playing at Torment 2. So good to see that these they continue on. I actually saw someone in chat, they're talking about a level 26 version of these. So definitely worth putting time into. There we go. Get more of the bar there. Notice it's mainly heroes and elites that will move your bar noticeably. I'm sure these small guys add up as well, but with the way it's set up where it's timed, it's kind of set where these small guys are kind of there to just get in your way for a little bit. So far so good. I mean, I'm not having any occurrences where I'm almost dying. I'm being pretty aggressive, just running straight into mobs. And it's working out quite well so far. So I keep repeating that, but I'm just glad to see that these do increase in difficulty, and well, the loot payout is exponential. I mean, it's not really that many items, but you're getting gems along with the rift, or the blood shards I should say. Yeah, I can't open and show it to you right now. I've got a bunch of blood shards again, so I'm going to keep putting them into Kadala, and hopefully she pukes out of Zunamasa's stuff. If I could get Zunamasa's chest, I'd be pretty set. I had that demon marrow on, and it's still pretty good. Its stats are really high. And I'll go ahead and take the doors when I see them this time. Since it is a timed event, it's not really worth running all the way back across the level just for some enemies that don't drop anything. Now if this were the regular game, definitely take the time. You can usually find chests and stuff. A lot of these levels have a lot of different paths that you can pick. Oh yeah, and we're doing just fine on the timer. Some arcane in there, so gotta be real careful, considering I can't just switch out my amulet. And that's okay. I can just dodge it and stay right out of its distance. There's still not much they can do about it. There we go. One more hero down. And again, we'll just continue right on. Popped out to some elites there though, so that's always good. Frozen though. That's going to slow us down just a little bit. Probably not enough to affect getting the bonus or not. Make sure we go back and collect all those orbs if they're... I just kind of away from that one because that frozen was dropping. And these mobs just basically get in the middle of them and stun them. And here we go. I really hope this guy drops something special, considering he's in one of these greater rifts. A treasure bandit. Nothing dropped really? Nope. Supposedly that's where the goblin treasure portals drop from. It takes you to another level that you can actually farm and get items from. But I'm not sure if they're in these greater ones, considering they're timed like that. But any of the other rifts that you go into, you have a chance of that spawning, which is really cool. Nice little features, considering, you know, everyone was kind of getting burnt out with the Winds of Shire. There we go. Wallers though, kind of sucky. And they're a pain in the ass because I can't quite get my bears around it. There we go. This guy looks like something good. Got a shield all around him. Oh, he's dampening. Okay. I don't think that's going to help him very much. No, it's not. So there we go. We're almost there. No percentage on it anymore. So basically what I want to try to do is get as many of these heroes and elites to spawn. They seem to drop the most points towards your barg. So hopefully we'll just take it. And this looks pretty cool. It's out of the expansion act here, but it has a purple hue instead of the green hue. Ooh, getting close now. If another hero pops out, we'll definitely have enough to open the Guardian up. And then it's just a matter of, I guess, killing him in the time frame. Nope, there he is, okay. So it seems like they just automatically die. And Man Carver again. This is a normal Rift boss. I've fought this guy several times already. But he's basically the butcher with wall, of course. And he has some more enchantments. Like, that's kind of a fire pad. If you stand in it, it'll do some damage to you. For the most part, though, he hasn't really given me too much of a problem. At least not in Rift Difficulty 4. I'm sure when that gets higher, it's going to get a lot harder. There we go. And there's a Keystone level 5. And a Legend Belt. Definitely take that. So as you can see, it's these greater rifts are kind of, once you get a whole bunch of them built up, they kind of pay out where you can keep playing them for quite a while yet. So let's go ahead and go back to town and claim our experience and cash reward. Auric here will give us that. And so far it's been like 18 point something million. It's been pretty good. Yeah, 18.125. And then, you know, almost 100,000 gold, so that's a win-win. Let's go ahead and check out what this item is. And we might even do that Rift 5. That's not too bad. I mean, there's got to be a chest around, but it's got, you know, the intelligence. The extra armor is always nice, and it's just a little bit lower than the one I already have. And it does have the percent life and the increase of poison dart damage. Reason I like those stats are usually when you go to enchant and change those, they'll change to other things that benefit, like 14%. Like zombie dogs will be 14% stronger, or your gargantuan. But if you change the enchants around there, you could make that one a little better. So pretty good find. We'll go ahead and just put it in our find box here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and do this other rift here. Should be where the challenge begins, hopefully. Level 5, Keystone. Ooh, here we go.
I wish you luck, hero.
We're at the gel cell place here. Sometimes there's enemies up in those little rooms. There's some mortar guys here. Very nice. Shielding's not that great, but certainly aren't giving us any more of a problem. Seems mainly like they just have a little more health than the last ones did. And it's only one level, whereas the last time I changed difficulty it was from 2 to 4. So now it's going only from 4 to 5. There we go. So it looks like we're keeping up with the timer just fine. And if we don't run into a dead end or anything, it should work out well. There's another hero. Very nice to see so early. There we go. So it's kind of it's weird having it timed. It's definitely more of a run type of game when it's like this. I mean, it's nice though, because it seems really quick and satisfying payout. And we'll go ahead and get my Gargantuan over here so he can help out. They started running to that other room. So the goblins do drop tons of gold still. That's good to know. Only ran across 2 of those so far.
Need more time.
Let's try to get these summoners out of here before they do too much. There we go. In a second, and then there's one more here. There we go. So we'll just go ahead and continue on. A little speedier. Not really too concerned. Alright. It does seem like the Rift Bar takes a lot longer to charge up though. So maybe that's going to be part of the difficulty as well. Which would be really cool to see. Yeah, so I am really happy I made that switch to the zombie bears here. It has helped out with these rifts tremendously now that they're timed like this. Before I was just kind of relying on just staying, you know, kind of out of line of sight and slowly whittling the enemies. I mean, it worked great. I could play on really high difficulties and just take my time with it. But for these timed events, it's crucial that we keep everything rolling smooth. And with these bears doing quite a bit more damage actually. They're a lot stronger than the sacrifice. I hate to say it, I really like the sacrifice. I kind of grew up with the Diablo 2 playing as the Necromancer. And it was always cool having the corpse explosion with him. So it's kind of, the Witch Doctor took the spot. And I'm glad to see that he does have moves that are, you know, still make explosions out of your pets and stuff. But these bears are, man, they are powerhouse if you time it just right. Especially if you find a nice, like a doorway. Sometimes even though it looks like one of the bears is fitting through, as long as that one hits, it's still doing millions of damage. Alright, so far so good actually. I'm surprised I put that much time on the timer already. It does feel like I am progressing slow through this. But even looks like all these little guys are adding up quite nice now too. So we'll just kind of have to keep working on them here. And they're not giving me too much trouble anymore. I've gotten a couple items that really help me out here or there. I actually need to start building a zombie charger damage percent. Oh, and these guys are gonna suck. They're not bad. I killed a lot of them before they blew up, so that was actually survivable. Usually those guys just decimate me. And I must say, the experience from this, whew, every time I go into a rift, I'm gaining at least one Paragon level. And now that I've started doing these harder ones, I'm almost up to 1.5 gained here, so that's going to be very nice. Just being able to get my Paragon built up good. Because it goes on for, it looks like, forever time. I've seen some people with 400 some Paragon now. And all those are, every point there is a point onto one of those special stats, like attack speed and such. So I'm sure by the time you get hundreds of them, it changes the way your characters play. That's definite. And it takes a lot of time, I must say. When I first started playing this game a long time ago, I wasn't really too into the Paragon. I just started a character, and then I started a new character. I mean, I didn't really invest that much into the end game content. But now with these rifts and everything, it's so much fun to go and try to get the highest level you can. That was pretty nice right there. Whew. So we're getting real close to that Guardian now. And as you can see, I mean, this is a lot less time than going around and collecting all those bounties up. But you know, completing the bounties is how you get the starter rift gems. So, of course, once I've used up all my greater rift stuff here, I'll have to go back and grind out some more. I do have over 100 of the starter ones though, so I'm pretty much set. I can just go and play rifts over and over and over. And they're actually pretty fun. That was kind of challenging there with all that frozen blown up at once. So hopefully we get I would love anything of the Zunamasa set right now. It would really help me out. Get some more loot. coming up. It's always nice to see them. And they probably rethink themselves after beginning the fight here. There we go. And yeah, every time you collect the orb to get the Rift Guardian, everything else will die, it looks like. Here we go. Looks like this Rift Guardian, the binder, looks like it's modeled after that Cyndia character, the Spider Queen that you fight. And there goes my Gargantuan. And probably as soon as he gets small again, I'm going to go ahead and recast. And there was a nice pull. I got all of my amplification turned on now. So as soon as he's gone, I'll recast him, and hopefully he gets big again. Here we go. Bam! So you can basically double your Gargantuans up. That's a real handy tactic I've come to find. And there's my Riftstone level 6. Bam! And legendaries every time, guys. I'm telling you, these greater rifts, it's where it's at. Don't really need a farm for parts anymore either, because it's just, they're everywhere. There we go. Let's go ahead and put our Paragon in. Considering we get to do this every time too. It's very nice. And let's see what we got. These look like gloves I've gotten before. Ooh, they're definitely not though, I don't think. St. Archie's Gauge. So they have good attack speed. The reducing the resource cost is very nice for my bears. The physical resistance, we could probably change that one and we'd still be getting some nice gloves. The armor count's not really there, but you know, for having no armor count, 546, that's pretty good for some gloves. Let's see, and when there's 5 or more enemies within 12 yards, I gain an absorb shield that's equal to 22% of my maximum life. And that lasts for 6 seconds, so that's pretty cool. You kind of run around with an extra shield up all the time. Definitely useful. So I'm going to save this one. That's where we are. I'm going to go ahead and do these level 4s off camera here. We'll see what other cool gear I can farm up. But I'll probably end the video on the note of, let's go talk to Kadala real quick. Actually, I'm going to have to clear some inventory before we talk to her. Let's go ahead and see what we can get with our blood shards this go. As you can see, there's some pretty good items dropping too. There's some monk gear there. That was pretty nice. If you use Dashing Strike. And let's go ahead and get it all clear for this Kadala drop here. Go ahead and put these back for now. I'll remember to pull them out. So yeah, just from these greater rifts, these are all the legendaries I've gotten. I've broken a couple down even, so it definitely, the loot is very, very nice.
Such a brave soul.
And I'm gonna keep going for that Zunamasa stuff, so.
Don't forget, luck always changes. What a steal. Don't forget, luck
skunked.
always changes.
And she's right, luck does change, so. You could get nothing here and then go right out to a, you know, legendary that would be excellent. Most of the legendaries I've found, it's just from grinding and grinding, it's, you know, every one that drops you get a chance of it being that exact one that you need. So let's go ahead and got 100 or so left still.
Don't forget, luck always changes.
And of course, it's not Zunamasa's. I mean, not bad, but that's something I can craft already. So that's a bummer. Seeing the 3 sockets on it is exceptional though. I mean, hardly ever, that's one of the most important things. If you don't get a set item with quite the right sockets on it, it's pretty much useless.
Well, it's a good paperweight.
So, at least we got a Forgotten Soul out of it, right? That's always good. Clear him out of there. And I think I have 3 of those Forgotten Souls, so here pretty soon we'll have to do some crafting. See if we can't re-roll some of our things. Maybe do some enchanting. I'd love to actually get this other Zunamasa stuff I have going. There's a couple little stats here or there I could change around and make it a lot better. But thank you guys for watching,
Impressive.
and here we go. Another 18 million. And as always, you know, if you guys like stuff like this, let me know. A comment or the little thumbs up. I mean, even a new sub would be phenomenal for me right now. So, right on, guys. Have a good day. And again, I hope you had a great 4th of July.